The Pittsburgh Steelers defense over the last 3 games has simply been not good enough. Struggling to create the amount of turnovers that they have early on in the regular season, the amount of errors, miscommunication, and just overall lack of production has defensive coordinator Terrell Austin coming under fire. In fact, it's led many to ponder why the Steelers made the decision in the offseason to let go of one of the smartest defensive brains in the entire NFL. And while they were tasked with an impossible decision, it seems like they may have made the wrong choice. Hey everyone, Rob Gregson of A to Z Sports Pittsburgh, and today we're going to discuss why letting Brian Flores walk may come back to bite the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look, nobody's saying that defensive coordinator Terrell Austin should lose his job. I mean, this unit is in a cold spell, but it's still one of the best in the entire league, and it has been that way for multiple years. But when the Steelers decided to let Brian Flores just go be the defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings, they incurred a massive brain drain. And you don't need to look at what's happened to the Steelers over the last 3 games. Just look at what's happened with the Vikings over their 15 games in the 2024 season. This defense has propelled the team while Sam Darnold gets all of the praise to that record. You're talking about being second in the league against the pass, having one of the highest success rates, one of the highest third down conversion rates, a defense that creates sacks, turnovers, forces takeaways, and rallies to the football. And for everything that went wrong with Brian Flores in Miami and how he handled Tua in that whole situation, no one doubts how great of a defensive mastermind he is and what he's done with the Vikings. So for the Steelers, it was a tough decision. Yes, no one is saying they should have replaced or fired Terrell Austin, but could they have potentially promoted Brian Flores to more than a consultant to being, I don't know, the DB coach or the linebackers coach or even the co-defensive coordinator? Of course they have. And they didn't. And one could argue that, yeah, it's a tough decision and it's a tough business, and maybe he does just take over for Austin. Because either way, the Steelers' defense of the last 3 games is problematic, and frankly, it's the same old December issues that continue to arise. Miscommunication, questionable decision-making, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and all of that comes down to coaching. So for the Steelers, they're going to be asking themselves, especially if the Vikings go on a run and if they're one and done, if they made the right coaching decision last offseason.